What you think the disconnect between men and women is?
Instagram. Instagram. All the fakeness on Instagram.
So basically influence.
It's the girls putting up the flower with the big rose. What is the Venus flowers, the big bouquets with the money and stuff, acting like they do got it when really they know they brought it themselves. They putting up bags like they real, knowing the bag is fake. It's just all that, making it seem like, oh, my man, my man, my man. When really, and then you have other women who imposing that on this good. They got a good man, but they trying to run him in the ground for this fake stuff that they see on Instagram, and it's created a total disconnect. And then too, I can say us women, we kind of have got out of control, thinking that we don't need a man when we really do.
Church.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much money, how successful we become, how we've been able to evolve as women. In corporate America, just period, in business and finances, you still need a man. God created man and woman. Like you need a man.
Real shit.
Yo, she said everything. Those were facts. What's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Geo, one half of Residual Impact. Hey, yo, check it. Recently, this OG went on TikTok and he asked a question geared towards black women, and it didn't go so well.
So I just came out of Kroger's to buy some groceries for next week, and I've got a question. God's had me in this period of isolation these last few months, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss the memo. So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, many of them, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face and you say hello and they act like you didn't say anything. Am I missing something, or is there a memo that I did not hear about? This is Dr. Dex. Remember, Dr. Dex loves you.
So this brother asked a valid question, and man, he's been getting flamed for it. Like, as I'm looking at this video right now, it has 7,720 likes, but 8,752 comments. God damn! They're just tearing him up in the comment section. And by they, I mean women. The very women who he asked this question to.
And you say hello, and they act like you didn't say anything.
First of all, sir, you're making this a race thing. Women in general do not want men talking to them nowadays. Like, I'm sorry. Some of you guys take an invitation of hello or hi as in, you want to take us home to your homes, to your places. You don't want to, you're not saying hello just to say hello. That's how some of these dudes be operating nowadays. Why would I say hello to a dude and he approaching me and I know why he approaching me? It'll be pretty stupid to say hello. No one owes you guys anything. Women do not have to say hello to you. Get over yourself and your entitlement, old man.
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries.
What?
Instead of a hi, if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive. And black women are tired of being tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no one takes care of us. So maybe, just maybe, if you would have just offered her something, if you would have said, let me cover half. Do you need any help? Or if you would have just left her alone, or just simply walked up to her and asked her for her name, something like that. Respected boundaries, but offered something, you might have gotten a smile, or you might have been told to get out of our face, because we don't have to be nice to you. We don't have to be nice to you because we're black women. We're no longer on the plantation.
Dr. Dex, boy, you. You talking about God had you in your isolation period for these couple of months. Go back. And you need the memo on why black women ain't speaking to black men. Because we don't want to. Let me let you know the memo that you are missing. When we stop and say hello, y'all just can't keep it at hello. We get follow, harass, pursued for our number. And if we don't engage how men want, y'all do the most. Why y'all be feeling so entitled? Y'all want us to make y'all feel comfortable so bad. You a minute away from the casket. And I seen a few men in the comments talking about that's why white girls and other races are winning. We know, because we not do girls, I know yes ma'ams. That's why. We speak up for ourselves, and them be the ones who be unaliving y'all ass. We came to shop, not conversate. How you know this lady wasn't having a bad day? Like, the world don't revolve around y'all? Y'all only say hello to the women y'all find attractive. Leave us alone.
What is the obsession? What is the obsession? Somebody please tell me what the obsession is about us, because we can't even go to the grocery store and go grocery shopping and take our butts back home without being in the mouths of somebody else. So apparently this guy on here said he went to the grocery store and he spoke and this black woman didn't speak. So apparently black women are not speaking. And I just want to say for the record, we are exhausted. We're tired. And we just want to mind our own business. We kind of want to stay out of the mouths of other people. We don't want to bother nobody, and we damn sure don't want nobody bothering us. So this is the thing. If we go to the grocery store, let us grocery shop in peace. Okay? If we go to the mall, let us go to the mall and buy some clothes in peace. If we go to the gas station, let us pump our gas in peace. If we go to the liquor store, let us buy a bottle in peace. But stop bothering us, because we don't want no problems. We just want to relax. We're exhausted. We just want to chill. Just leave us alone, okay? Because it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of some type of a weird obsession that people have, that they constantly want to insert black women into the equation where they don't fit at. We're always the topic of discussion. So for us to be the least desirable group of women, we're always being highly discussed. Don't you find that pretty odd?
So let me get this straight. You made a video crying about black women not talking to you while buying grapes. Be for real. If I would have seen you, I would have yelled for help. It's not that black women don't want to talk to you. It's just y'all think that y'all are owed a conversation just for showing up and smiling. I get it. Rejection stings. But when black women move through the world, we're dealing with more than just not being friendly. We've got to calculate every response. Is this man safe? Is he kind? Will a polite no turn into aggression? It's deeper than the grocery store. Statistically, men are our apex predators. Black women not responding to you isn't about attitude. It's about safety, social fatigue, and boundaries. We've been over-sexualized, harassed, and made to feel unsafe for decades in public. So maybe it's not personal, maybe it's safety. And men need to understand that it's someone's choice to want to interact with you. It doesn't even have to do with gender. It's literally just choice, and it may just not be personal. They could just be having a bad day.
Boy,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
it's just crazy that things have gotten to the point to where we can't even speak to each other out in public. Now, on this dude's profile, he said he's based in the Atlanta area, or he's from the Atlanta area. So you can assume that he's a Southern gentleman. I live in the South, and there's a lot of people in the South who know of Southern hospitality. You know, you go around places in the South and people just speak to each other. They're cordial to each other. They're kind to each other, especially the older generation. This dude seems to be about my mother's age, maybe older, maybe just a little younger, but around my mother's age. So I would say that he was raised in a different time to where people spoke to each other frequently in the South. But what I will say is that just looking at some of these reactions, he's been getting some valid answers, but then he's also been getting some nasty reactions. And in addition to those reactions that he's received, he's also received some pretty decent ones.
Some of you all are dragging this whole black men speaking to you at the grocery store thing. Excuse my attire. I just got back from working out. Now, before I get into what I'm going to say, which is very unpopular, let me say this. You do not have to speak to anyone if you do not want to. That is your choice as a human being. He came on and asked a question, and there were some women in the comments that said, I just don't feel like it. I don't want to be bothered. I'm just minding my business. I feel this type of way. Understandable. And that's it. But now you all are dragging it to where now you're saying, well, why would a black man speak to me at a grocery store? Why don't black men? And it's becoming an issue with black men. First of all, for a lot of you all, this is our elder. This is a Gen X. Some people come from an era or a generation, or even some people come from certain parts of the world, like the South, where people are just hospitable, where people just speak to one another, especially the black community. There used to be a time where we acknowledge each other. How you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? Angie Stone used to have a song, Black Brother, strong brother. We used to just acknowledge each other because we shared a common struggle. That man said one word, 2 syllables, hello, and we are losing our minds. You can literally say hello to someone and keep it pushing. It takes you no energy to say hello. Literally keep it pushing. Like you can physically push your cart, say hello, and keep going. Instead, you're making this, black women are tired. That man asked a simple question. Not every man is hitting on you, ladies. I don't believe a man is hitting on me until a man tells me I'm hitting on you, I'm interested, I like you, and I want you. Other than that, I'm just going to say hello. Then it's like, he has to buy your groceries. Maybe I would have said hello. Okay, so is it a matter of you not wanting to speak, or you're not wanting to speak unless somebody buys you something? Buy your own groceries. I don't need anybody to buy my groceries for me to say hello to them. I can buy my own groceries. Because trust me, if a man buys your groceries, he's going to be expecting more than a hello. Again, if you don't want to speak, cool. But stop making this a gender war. Stop making this, black men, how dare you? The man's video was 5 seconds long. He just asked a question, answer it, and keep it pushing. But making entire think pieces on this and doing all this, y'all are doing too much. The man said hello. He didn't say, hey, little mama, how you doing? Let me whisper in your ear. We'll never grow as a people if we keep tearing each other down for the littlest things.
Now, this one right here, this brother brought up a valid point.
Like, just honestly say, like, yeah, I want to speak, but I feel like this, I feel like that. Instead of just immediately going to, oh, well, women, we just want to keep our peace, or we just want to shop, or men need to mind their business. The problem is, when you post and send out comments like that, it makes it so when you're out and you get into a situation, or you're in a situation, that now black men are like, you told us to mind our business. Now you in this and you need some help, but you told us to mind our business. It's getting to the point to where we now don't even want to have each other's back when we need to have each other's back, because the whole conversation is just going left.
God forbid something goes down, they'll look to us for help. That just reminded me of this video that I made a couple years back at the very beginning of this entire Brickgate situation, where, of course, you know the story. A young lady in Houston, Texas claims that she got hit in the face with a brick for denying a man her phone number. And there was a massive uproar on the internet by plenty of women who were wondering why black men didn't protect this woman. Now, it came out that she lied, obviously. If you guys haven't seen my recent videos on that, go ahead and click the link down below in the description. I'll make sure I'll go ahead and leave a link for that. But check this out. I don't expect anything from them at all. They don't owe me anything, just like I don't owe them anything.
Is that what you're telling us? Is that the precedent you're setting?
Yes. The same way women will say, you're not my family, you're not someone I'm romantically involved with, you're not tall enough, handsome enough, rich enough, smart enough. I don't owe you a smile. I don't owe you words of encouragement. I don't owe you respect. I don't owe you any kind of gratitude. Men will hold the doors open for women and they won't even say thank you because I don't know you. The same way when you see a man down on his luck, you judge and laugh instead of offering him words of encouragement, speaking life into him. Why should I do that? That's a stranger. Things that don't cost you anything, you will not give to a man that you don't know, you don't want. But y'all expect these men who don't know you, don't owe you anything, and they have their own families at home that they need to get back to. Y'all expect those men to lay their life on the line for you when y'all can't even give them a hi, smile, or a thank you. Oh, okay.
That just sums it up right there. I mean, we can't even be cordial to each other out in public. And again, like the OG said in his video, this is not all women, but chances are, if you're offended by this, he's talking about you, because hit dogs holler. And in that case, I say, hey, maybe there's something within you that you need to fix. Or maybe you just need to stay home, Instacart your groceries. I don't know. But listen, men and women were not placed on this earth together at the same time for us not to interact with one another or to not need one another. That's a conversation for a whole nother day, but come on now. Us as men don't owe women anything, just like women don't owe us anything. And we'll constantly say that to each other, but when it comes time for us to need each other for something, we're always crying about it. So let's do this. Brothers, I will say that y'all need to use your discernment when you're out and about, walking around and, handling your business, running your errands, going to the gym, whatever the case may be. Use your discernment when it comes to, wanting to talk to women out in public. I don't know where some of these ladies are from who are responding to him in the comments, the way that they're responding to him, and where some of these fellas are coming from, who are responding to him in the comments as well. But as black people, we essentially all we got.
We have to be able to at least be cordial when we're out. And both sides got to be a little bit more forgiving.
The internet has ruined the dynamic between men and women, and many of you guys can see it unfold. Many of you guys have seen it unfold, and it's just crazy to me. You've heard many women say themselves that they do not want men talking to them out in public. They do not want men approaching them out in public. But then on the other hand, you'll have those women who keep asking why men don't want to approach them in public or talk to them in public. It's just like, what do you want? Make up your minds, please.
But anywho,
brothers, use your discernment when it comes to wanting to talk to women out in public. That's all I got to say. It's 2025, man. Each and every single one of them have camera phones, and many women might want to publicly embarrass you. Don't let that happen. All right. Till next time, gentlemen, you know I cannot leave without saying where you are today is a residual outcome of the thoughts you had in the past. Till next time. Peace.